Hello, October 6th, 2011. It has been a few months since my last video. I think it was mid-July when I was heading off to Canada for a summer vacation, a family reunion, and a hockey camp for my son Joe. And so a few months have passed, and we're now into the cooler weather of fall, and I've had a hard time again making time to get alone, be alone and have it be quiet enough to make a video. But I've got a video on for my little one, and everyone else is out of the house at hockey, so I'm hoping I have a few minutes to just reflect on the summer and where my food fog journey is heading in the next chapter. So I guess it's been well, since the end of July we headed up to Canada, and we were up there for a few weeks, stayed with my in-laws, and my son went to a hockey camp for the first week, and then we hung out for another week, and then Darren flew up, and that weekend we had a family reunion, and then we left and drove back through Canada for a bit, and then got back. So we were gone about 3 weeks. So definitely a change in routine, and staying with my in-laws was an experience, lots to reflect on. Learned a lot about myself, and yeah, so that was that. It was neat too, in some ways, to reconnect with some of the people we hadn't seen in a long time, and for the kids to meet some of the other kids in the family that they hadn't met or hadn't seen in a long time. So that was a positive part of the summer, and we really enjoyed the trip back through Canada. We went through Quebec City and Montreal, and haven't been to Montreal since I was a kid, and we just really fell in love with Quebec, and actually hope to maybe get up there again for a scouting mission sometime, and think about maybe being heading up that way at some point in the future. But for now we're just focused on keeping up with our crazy schedule here and into the fall, with the kids back to school, homeschool schedule, which is lots of sports, lots of activities, lots of co-ops and tutors and classes and stuff like that. So just trying to keep up with that and prioritize getting enough rest, getting enough downtime to not feel nuts, and to be mentally present enough for the kids, and to be a good foundation for them. So that is the biggest challenge, and I guess my food fog journey, that's where I am. Really the theme right now would just be taking care of myself, and I've seen now that I've lost the weight and it's been off for quite a while, I've said before that was in some ways easier because it was a quantitative thing. I know what steps to take. I do the steps, I get a result. The pounds come off, I can measure the pounds. Now I'm definitely into the more emotional, spiritual side of things, and I see some of my patterns of behavior from the way I used to eat in the past play out in other areas of my life. But the cool thing is that it's like, hey, I'm aware of that. I get to kind of, in some ways, just be this observer of myself, and I'm not doing things unconsciously as I might have been at one point. Although I think even when I was compulsively overeating, and I was very aware that I was doing that as a defense mechanism, I just didn't have the tools to deal with the stresses in my life, or sometimes it wasn't even stress, it was joy or happiness. I would celebrate everything with food, and maybe that was a defense. I couldn't deal with that or something, but I don't know. Nonetheless, I didn't have the tools to really breathe through that and find better, more positive outlets other than food. So I've done that, and now I just, in that space, I have to kind of face a lot of the emotional and all those kind of challenges. But it is neat because I'm much more conscious of that, and I'm more aware of the power I have to use my thoughts and my actions to really change the direction to where I want to go. And it just it takes perseverance and time, and I've gotten, I think in some ways this whole process has made me a much more spiritual person. I've always been, interested in a spiritual path, and I've always felt a presence in my life, whether you call it the universe, God, the goddess, whatever. I've always felt that in my life, and it's much more prominent now. I feel like I've cleared some space in my mental process to kind of be an opening for that, and so I've enjoyed doing a lot of reading and just reflecting and getting out, sitting in nature and connecting that way, and that's really helped me just be still whenever I feel like in the past where I can't deal with this, I'm just too stressed, I don't know what to do. I would just eat because it's something immediate. It's a feeling, I can change the feeling right now, and oftentimes I would eat till I was sick, because if I'm sick, well then if I feel sick, I have to be sick. I have to focus on feeling sick. I can't focus on feeling stressed or whatever, or lonely, or whatever the feeling was that I was avoiding. So not doing that for quite a long time has allowed an opening for me to just be like, surrender that, and okay, I just, I need some guidance in a different way. So yeah, anyway, so that's where I am with this journey, is just trying to feed myself creatively, spiritually, and to take care of myself. Now I realize that is more important than anything, and it is hard to do as a mom, because there are times when there just is there is no time for what I want to do and what I feel I need to do to take care of myself. But I'm learning that I'm going to have to just prioritize and put things in their place, and some things might have to go, and that's okay. And if other people don't like it, then they'll let me know. So overall, feeling really good about where I am, and using this awareness I've gained through this whole process to continue to delve into some of the more challenging parts of my character, and do my best, just do my best. And as we get through the holiday season and head into the new year, one of my creative endeavors is to kind of look back at some of the issues and themes that came up through my journey to clear the food fog, and to write about these, and to maybe do some more videos on specific topics, because it's really great talking into a video, and it's actually interesting sometimes to go back and look at myself and see what I was thinking. But it's also great to get feedback from other people, and that have gone on this journey too, or are still on it. And so that's one of the things I'd like to do in the new year. Like I said, to feed myself creatively, and definitely writing is one of the things I want to get into again. So I will focus on making time for that, and we'll see how that goes. I've got a long list of things to do for myself that include like yoga and working out to build strength, and doing lots of walking outside and hiking, and writing, and doing the videos, and doing art with my kids, and oh yeah, it's a long list. So we'll see what I get to, but maybe I'll make the list starting with the top priorities and move my way on down, because having like a wish list is always a great thing to look at, or a vision board or anything like that is always a great tool to keep yourself inspired, and so that's where I am. I hope everyone's doing well as they head into the fall and the cooler temperatures, and I'm looking forward to that, getting outside more for some walks, and just enjoying that. So I hopefully I'll be back before Christmas or for the holidays, and we'll keep an update of how I'm doing. So hope everyone else is doing well. Bye.